Hello students, this is the power system analysis 2. In today's class we are going to discuss about the types of buses, then GS method to solve the load flow problem. In load flow analysis we consider only 4 parameters. One is magnitude of voltage, angle of voltage, voltage angle, real power and reactive power. Okay, based on this, okay, we proceed with the calculation. Okay, there are 3 types of buses. First bus is slack bus, second bus is PV bus and third bus is PQ bus. Okay, slack bus, which is also called swing bus or reference bus. Okay, reference bus. Slack bus, okay, V and delta will be known. Okay, known quantities are V and delta. If V and delta are known, unknown quantities should be P and Q. I mean, at each bus 2 parameters will be known, other 2 parameters will be unknown. We have to find it. Okay, PV bus. Next bus is PV bus. PV bus, which is also called regulated bus or generator bus, okay, which is also called generator bus, which is also called regulated bus, or which is also called voltage controlled bus. Voltage controlled bus, as name suggests, PV. So P and V are known. Okay, if P and V are known, what are the other 2 parameters unknown? Q and delta. Q and delta are unknown. And PQ bus. PQ bus is third type of bus. This is also called load bus. If PV bus is a generator bus, PQ bus is a load bus. Okay, as name suggests, P and Q are known, that is real power and reactive power are known. Okay, V and delta are unknown. Okay, so if nothing is given, how to identify the slack bus? Usually only one bus in the power system will be slack bus. Highest generating bus is considered as a slack bus. Okay, highest generating bus is considered as a slack bus. Almost 15% of buses are PV buses and remaining 75 to 85% of buses are PQ buses. Okay, only one bus in the system is a slack bus. Almost 15% of buses are PV buses. Almost 75% to 85% of buses are PQ buses or load buses. Okay, so in slack bus V and delta are known, P and Q are unknown, and PV bus P and V are known, Q and delta are unknown. PQ bus P and Q are known, V and delta are unknown. So from load flow problem, we already know SI is equal to PI plus JQI. SI means the complex power. The complex power which is equal to PI plus JQI, which is also equal to VI into II conjugate. But we are more comfortable with the II than II conjugate while solving the problem or solving the equation. So we are considering II. Okay, if you need to consider II, then you have to take the conjugate. Conjugate of SI, it becomes PI minus JQI is equal to VI conjugate II. Okay, on rearranging, we get II is equal to PI minus JQI divided by VI conjugate, which is also equal to summation YIK VK, it is admittance into voltage, YIK VK, where K varies from 1 to N, Okay, k varies from 1 to n, I varies from 1 to n, but I is not equal to slack bus. Okay, ith bus which is not equal to slack bus. Next, II is equal to, we got k varies from 1 to n, yik, vk. We are taking ith term outside. When we take ith term outside, k is not equal to I, it becomes, we are taking only ith term outside, yii, vi. Okay, I repeat, summation yik, vk, summation where k varies from 1 to n. Out of this we are taking only ith term outside, I mean k varies from 1 to n, I comes in between, we are taking only ith term outside. So it remains with k varies from 1 to n, but k is not equal to I. Okay, on rearranging this, we get vi which is equal to 1 divided by yii, 1 divided by yii, ii minus yik, summation yik, vk, where k varies from 1 to n, but k is not equal to I. What is II? II is equal to pi minus jqi. So it becomes yii pi minus jqi vi conjugate minus summation yik, vk, k is not equal to I. Okay, k is not equal to I. Let us go to the algorithm for GS method. Algorithm for GS method. Here case 1, system with PQ bus only. In case of slack bus, okay, in case of slack bus, V and delta are known, so no need to calculate V and delta. But in PQ bus, we need to calculate the value of V and delta because V and delta are unknown. So we consider the first case, system with PQ bus only. That means what? P and Q are given and we need to calculate the value of V and delta. Step 1. Slack bus voltage magnitude and angle are assumed. Okay, first thing what we have to do is slack bus, usually slack bus voltage will be given. If it is not given, we have to assume the slack bus voltage. Then what we have to do? We have to formulate Y bus matrix using rule of inspection method. In PSA 2, we have come across the formation of Y bus using singular transformation method, but rule of inspection method we have not gone through, but we are going to study. Okay, I'll explain by solving the problem. It is there in PSS lab, so you have to study. It is normal practice, step 3, it is normal practice to use flat voltage start. I mean, you have to take V10 is equal to V20, so on Vn0 is equal to 1 at an angle 0 per unit. Okay, that is flat start. Okay, flat voltage start. Next, you step 4, set the iteration count. Okay, iteration count R. Then calculate VIR plus 1. Okay, how do we get VIR plus 1? Just look at this equation VI and compare both. VIR plus 1, we are going to set the iteration count. So, I am taking VIR plus 1 is equal to 1 divided by YII, PI minus JQI divided by VIR conjugate minus, I am going to split the summation. I will split the summation like this, K varies from 1 to I minus 1, then K is not equal to I, then K varies from next value is I, but we are not supposed to consider I. Next value is, next to ith value is I plus 1 to n. We are going to split the summation like this. So summation Yik VKR plus 1 where K varies from 1 to I minus 1 minus summation Yik VKR, okay, K varies from I plus 1 to N. Okay. So I is equal to 2, 3, so on N. I mean first bus is a slack bus. So we are not going to consider Vi for slack bus. Next, after calculating VIR plus 1, what we have to do is, we have to calculate the tolerance. How do we calculate the tolerance? Delta, magnitude of delta VIR plus 1 is equal to VIR plus 1 minus VIR magnitude of this should be less than the tolerance. Okay, why do we check the tolerance? If we check the tolerance, we will get to know whether it is convergent or not. If it is convergent, then it will be less than the tolerance value. In some of the textbook it is mentioned the tolerance value it is 0.0001 per unit. In some of the textbooks it is mentioned epsilon value, the tolerance value which is 0.00001 to 0.0005 per unit. Okay, next after checking the tolerance, okay, we have to check the we have to calculate the slack bus power. The slack bus power, we know that slack bus is a first bus. Okay, so S1 conjugate is equal to P1 minus JQ1 is equal to V1 conjugate. Why V1 conjugate? Because S1 is equal to V1 conjugate. S1 conjugate is equal to V1 conjugate into I1. I1 is Y1K Vk summation where K varies from 1 to N. Then we have to find, calculate all the line flows. Line flows calculation I will explain while solving the problem number 1 under GS method. Next, this is the case where system with PQ bus only, but second case we consider the system with PV bus. In PV bus, Q and delta are unknown, so we have to find Q and delta using P and V known quantities. So which formula we are going to use, we will see. In load flow problem, we have come across this equation, Qi is equal to Im, that is imaginary value of Vi conjugate summation Yik Vk where K varies from 1 to N. So we have to set the iteration count. When you set the iteration count, it becomes Qir plus 1 is equal to minus imaginary of VIR. Okay, we are going to split the summation. We are going to split the summation like this. K summation where K varies from 1 to I minus 1. We have not taken ith term outside. So next to I minus 1 value is I, because K varies from 1 to N, I comes in between. So 1 to I minus 1, the next value will be I to N. So summation where K varies from 1 to I minus 1, Yik Vkr plus 1 plus VIR conjugate summation where K varies from I to N, Yik Vkr. Okay, so steps for I PV bus. First, what we have to do? We have to calculate Qir plus 1 using equation 2. After calculating equation 2, we have to find the delta IR plus 1. Delta IR plus 1, which is the angle of VIR plus 1. So VIR plus 1 is equal to this formula, already we have used. But what is Qi here? Qi is equal to Qi R plus 1. Okay, Qi R plus 1. Next, since Vi is specified, usually Vi will be specified, Vi R nu is equal to, okay, in PV bus Vi will be specified, so Vi R nu is equal to Vi specified at an angle delta I R plus 1 we have to take. Next, case C, a system with PV bus but with the reactive power generation limit specified. I mean, if the limit will be like this, Qi should be between Qi minimum and Qi maximum. In case of B, I mean this case, second case or B, case B, if Q at voltage control bus exceeds the limit, okay, if limit is given, if it exceeds the limit during any iteration, what we have to do is, suppose example, if Qi, if limit is specified, Qi minimum is 2 MVAR, Qi maximum is 10 MVAR. If we get Qi in between these two, say 5, then no problem, okay, no problem. Calculate Qi, then calculate delta I, then calculate VI R new. Suppose Qi is less than Qi minimum, that is if Q exceeds the limit during any iteration, it may go below Qi minimum. Say Qi calculated is 0.5, okay, it is less than 2, okay, then Qi should be equal to Qi minimum. You are not supposed to take Qi is equal to 0.5, but you have to take Qi is equal to 2. Okay, suppose Qi calculated is more than 10 MVAR. Okay, say 12 MVAR. I mean Qi is greater than Qi maximum now. Here in this case, you are not supposed to take Qi is equal to 12 MVAR. Instead, you have to take Qi is equal to Qi maximum, that is 10 MVAR. Okay, then you have to calculate delta I R plus 1. There you have to consider Qi R plus 1. Okay, Qi R plus 1, either it will be Qi minimum or Qi maximum, or it may be Qi calculated only based on the limit. Okay, if it exceeds the limit, then you have to take Qi minimum, okay, or Qi maximum. Okay, if it is within the limit, then take Qi itself, Qi R plus 1 itself. Thank you.